Yes. It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Still Keeping It Real. So you don't know what today is, but I'll give you a hint.
I guess you can join up with us if you want.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the graveyard and write poems about death and how pointless life is.
That's right, it is Goth Rock Wednesday, and on this day I like to play goth rock hits that are normally from the 80s or 90s, and they are normally of a Caucasian persuasion. Now I had to create goth rock because of the group that I'm going to do. I didn't know how to put them in any other category.
It doesn't fit. If it doesn't fit, you must have quit.
And some of you would have come after my neck if I would have considered them pop.
Come on, girl.
If I would have considered them yacht rock.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
You know, things of that nature. And I didn't want to do that because I understand the love and affection that comes for the Cure.
Respect, West Side.
I love the Cure, and even from the first time that I heard Love Cats back in the early 80s when I lived in the UK, up until the year that this album came out, and the album is called Disintegration, that came out the day after my 20th birthday is when it was released in 1989.
Get the fuck out of here.
And so I remember hearing certain songs that were coming out, and I was like, really? That's the Cure? Damn, they sound really, really good now. Not that they sounded bad, but, you know, their songs were kind of, you know, they were just there.
Hey, what happened?
And so in the later 80s, they started to get their groove until they hit, which I think this album, Disintegration, is their masterpiece.
Now that's the right one, baby.
So I'm doing the first hit off of that album, and that is called Lullaby. Now, I have shown this video to Shadow, and he felt like the music was okay, but he wasn't quite up to what they looked like in the video. He thought it was a little creepy and a little weird. And I get it. If you didn't grow up seeing the Cure or anybody who was goth in your area, yeah, it is kind of alarming, or what's the word I want to use?
Don't you screw this up.
Disarming in a way, because you know, you normally see goth people that are wearing, their hair is all black, they're wearing black eyeliner, you know, things of that nature. And I kind of figured that out. You know, they always, you know, from my perspective, they always seemed like they didn't want to be bothered by anybody. They wanted to be left alone.
Get him.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how you're going to do that when you have made yourself look like somebody that everybody goes like,
Hold it, what the hell is that shit?
You're going to get attention. And I find that goth people, you know, in certain circumstances were attention getters.
Just saying.
I could have gone either way. I have an emo sensibility, but I do like goth music because of, you know, sometimes how dark and how depressing and things like that get, because, you know, I was a teenager, and teenagers need their kind of music to represent their emotions, because they're not truly up on how to really act on their emotions correctly, or, you know, within the realm of, you know, your normal.
Spitting facts.
Not that anybody, you know, of course, you know, goth people didn't want to be normal. They want to be nonconformist. So, but I never figured out how you could be nonconformist when everybody in the group is wearing black, you know, black hair, black eyeliner. You're all conforming to the same idea.
He's got a point.
So it is what it is. So let's take a look at what this song did do on the charts.
Now it's time for a breakdown.
And Blammo went to number 28 in Australia, number 5 in Austria, 15 in Belgium, 7 on the European Hot 100, 17 in Finland, 22 in France, 3 in Ireland, 5 in Italy, number 9 in the Netherlands Desktop 40, number 8 on the Netherlands Single Top 100, 7 in New Zealand, 5 in Norway, 4 in Spain, 14 in Switzerland, number 5 in their native UK, number 74 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 23 on the US Alternative Airplay, number 31 on the US Dance Club Songs, and number 3 in West Germany. And I kind of, when I looked at the US, I kind of figured that, some people probably didn't know what to do with The Cure, especially with this video that came out that is a little bit creepy in its execution.
You think?
But I get it. I totally get it. It says that Robert Smith wrote this song about, his dad used to sing him these depressing Irish songs that always had, these tragic endings, and it's like, no wonder you grow up to be goth and, write music like this.
That's right. I wrote a song about it, like the kid here go.
But other people want to use this as a, what's the name? It was a metonym for addiction, depression, and sexual assault.
Could be worse.
It could be. You can make almost any song out to be what you want it to be. It's your prerogative. That's what music is all about, is how it makes you feel, not necessarily how it makes everybody else feel.
Damn right. You goddamn right.
So, if you like videos like this and others on my channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm trying to do at least 5 videos each and every week. Keyword is on try. So, without any further ado, here is The Cure and Lullaby.
At night, I think of my piano and its ocean grave. And sometimes of myself, floating above it. Down there, everything is so still and silent that it lulls me to sleep. It is a weird lullaby, and so it is. It is mine.
arms all around me and his tongue in my eyes. Still calm and quiet now, my precious boy. Don't struggle like that, and I will only love you. But it's much too late to get away. Turn on the light. The Spiderman is having you for dinner tonight. And I feel like I'm being eaten by 1,000 million shivering furry holes. Right in the morning, I will wake up in the shivering cold. And the Spider-Man is always hungry.
So that was Lullaby by The Cure. Still holds up after all this time. And I can never say enough about this album, especially, excuse me, with the orchestration that you could hear. And when the strings come in there and even the plucking, whether it be a violin or something like that, it makes it...
It is so choice.
Sound a lot lusher than maybe it would have sounded without it.
Yeah.
And, you know, you do have the creepy little lyrics. It's almost like telling a kid a lullaby, but, you know, it's one of those, like, if you think about, what is the ones, like, not Mother Goose, but Hans Christian Andersen, or some of those, you know, fairy tales where they're really, really tragic fairy tales that are happening. And yet kids want to grow up to be princesses and whatever, that because they've heard these particular tales all their life. It's really weird, vicious cycle when you're dealing with that. But you know what? It's The Cure. The Cure are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
They won a British Video Music Award for this particular video. So you know what? I can't be mad at them. I never will be mad at The Cure. I mean, they are what they are. They're great musicians. They have stood the test of time. They are still going around, and you know.
That's all I have to say about that.
So, if you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace.